Um, Good morning. Is this on? Good morning, everyone. Program Director, if you don't mind keeping time for me. Thank you, Mapalo, for that lovely presentation, putting some of us to shame because I don't have nothing like that available. So my role is to share with you crazy ways to save. And, there are a number of definitions when it comes to what savings is. And so, all good speakers that I've watched on TED Talks anyway start with a definition. And instead of trying to define what savings is, I actually wanted to open my address by defining what crazy is. Okay? And crazy has universally been accepted as doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Now, I'm shaking a little bit because my address is a little bit controversial, um, but I'm hoping my invoice will still be honored after this. Right. So, what is crazy? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. We've heard from Prem Governor, we've heard from Nicollette that the savings rate has declined. So, why do financial services providers still doing the same thing? Still stay doing the same thing? Right? So, I consulted with a client yesterday. He works in the facilities management in the company that I do employee financial wellness for. And a year ago, it had been suggested to him that he save in unit trusts. Now, someone earning about 4,000 Rand a month trying to send his kids to a better school than he had gone to, unit trusts, 11%, that's a crazy way to save. Over the past year, I've worked with him, and he now sits in a position where him and 5 of his colleagues have actually started a small business where weekends they offer a mobile bar service. So they're taking their expertise that they're applying in the job, in the day, in the workplace during the week, and they're now using that to start their own small venture over the weekends. When we worked out the numbers, he's getting about 24%. Small business. That makes more sense. So my question is this. Why do we keep selling wealth preservation strategies to people that are looking for wealth growth products? Is that not crazy? And let's set the context. We keep repeating that South Africans and the youth millennials aren't saving, but let's complete the picture. They also have less debt than the other generations. So it's not that we're taking out more debt. We are simply disaggregating our financial well-being and decentralizing the power from financial services providers because we are not getting the returns we expect. So, what's my argument? I support Prem Governor's statement that people want to secure their financial well-being. So what does that mean? How do we, as financial services experts, providers, government, help South Africans secure their financial well-being? Okay? My argument would be to say a crazy way to save is to invest in yourself. I left employment 2.5 years ago and I've doubled my income. And I've increased my income streams from 1 to 5. That would not have been possible if I didn't have my employer become my client, where I became a financial wellness counselor. And that speaks to the need for big South African corporates not only to focus on broad-based ownership, because if you look at the spread, the wealth still sits with the political elite or connected. So rather than not focus on broad-based supply development, I don't need to own a portion of your company. I'm happy owning mine. But help me get on your supply database. Why must the government put a law that compels you every year to procure a percentage of your services from youth-owned suppliers? Where is the corporate conscience? Okay? Why do we keep asking people who can barely make it to the next month to spend even less than they do just to get by? Does that make sense? Is it not crazy if it's not working? What am I saying? I've set the context, I've put forward my argument. I'm not here to sound smart, I'm not here to say what you wanted to hear. I'm here to use these 7 minutes afforded to me to ask and lobby all of us in the room to make actual changes that impact the people in South Africa, a country with a declining GDP, a country with a rising unemployment, youth unemployment, a country with a ticking social unrest time bomb, to get sober about what we need to do to ensure that the people of this country benefit from the wealth of this country, not only of this country, but of this continent. More and more of my invoices are coming from the rest of the continent, and indeed internationally. Just yesterday, I sent an invoice to the US. So, dear government, I don't need you to give me a job. I just need you to not stand in my way as I create employment for myself. A crazy way to save? Promoting existing products that simply preserve wealth and not create it. Look at the top 10, even 20 richest people in the world. None of them made their money by saving. All of them, next to their name, founder of, helping me find my own business, helping me find my own wealth. Do not stand in my way with huge bureaucracy and cumbersome processes to register my business, to get a business account, to get funding if I need it. Stop that. I think my time is nearly up. I'd like to implore all of you to consider ways in which you can influence your spheres around how we foster entrepreneurship in this country, around how we foster broad-based supply development in this country, around how we challenge the current systems in terms of what they say they're aiming to do and what the impact and the results really are. As the Saving South African Institute, we should be lobbying for increased entrepreneurship in the youth. We should be lobbying the IDC to reduce the processes and the complexities in getting funding. We hear all these lovely policies. We just had SONA. When is data falling? Data has been falling for the past how many years? What's the problem? What are we waiting for? So I encourage all of you to not simply say what's been said or what's expected to be said. I expect all of you to face the truth, to speak the truth, and to start holding your employers, your government, your stakeholders accountable. Because we are sitting on a ticking time bomb, and not only that, the moral consciousness of this country. There's money in South Africa, don't be fooled, there's money. It's just not being spread amongst the people. There's money on earth, I've seen it. It's just not accessible. Let's break down the barriers and the borders of accessing the wealth. Data must fall, encourage people to develop themselves. Personal branding is a big investment. My lifestyle is much bigger than what I earn because I could get so much for free. I wear Gucci Mapalo shamelessly. And I get dressed just to post on Instagram. I don't spend on clothes. So let's also dispel how you can live your best life and still create wealth. But it's not possible if we keep doing things the way they've always been done. It won't happen. So I'm usually the lively one, the one that makes you laugh, the one that comes with the comedy and the drama and the deepness, but not today. We've got a serious agenda here today. And we need to leave here having this day be a milestone and a turning point in this organization's history, as the day we decided to really think out the box about what it means to help people create financial security, not merely save, financial security and well-being for themselves. Thank you.